You're right, guys and girls. Welcome back to another video over on my YouTube channel for today's news. Now, this is 2 days going back, so obviously it's old news. It is just gone 1 minute past 12 o'clock on the 12th of December 2020 at the time of the video. So I've just read, apparently, Russia says no alcohol for 2 months after the vaccine shot advises Russian officials. People will have to observe extra precaution during the 42 days it takes for the Sputnik V virus vaccine to become effective. Russian officials have advised citizens to avoid drinking for 2 months after getting the Sputnik V vaccine shot. The New York Post reported people will have to observe extra precautions during the 42 days for the Sputnik V vaccine to become effective. New York Post quoted Tatiana Golikova, Russian Deputy Prime Minister, as saying, Russians will have to refrain from visiting crowded places, wear face masks, use sanitizers, minimize contacts, and refrain from drinking alcohol or taking immunosuppressant drugs. Golikova said in an interview with TASS News agency, the head of the respiratory Russians consumer watchdog recommended avoiding alcohol. It's a strain on the body if we want to stay healthy and have a strong immune response. Don't drink alcohol, Popova said. Now, I get it. I actually do get the whole sort of thing, reason why. Now, if you think about it, guys and girls, right? This whole thing is, right, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, but I do know what the actual immune system is, how it's functioning to sort of get rid of viruses, and why they're actually using this, why vaccines are made in the first place. But I still wouldn't touch it myself and all that, because what the vaccine does, right, is actually it strips away that protection from your immune system. So the actual immune system actually starts kicking in and works. Now, basically, it sort of kind of almost strips it away. But I'm going to say what this does. Now, what the alcohol does, right? Now, why people are saying don't, because what we got to try and do with the whole system, the immune system, is to get the immune system to work on its own. That's why they put the virus in your body, so the virus can actually work it out. It can start sort of kicking the immune system into full gear. Now, if you're taking alcohol, you're drinking alcohol, obviously, the first place that the alcohol goes to is your liver. Now, if you've got, say, if you're an alcoholic or if you're a drug user or someone taking drugs, obviously that is going to have an impact on your immune system to not be able to work. Now, let me know if I'm right or wrong on this, but with your immunity, right, it's like a computer, getting a computer virus. And the first thing you need to do is, if your body gets a virus, obviously you need a antivirus protection, or a one where it strips out and takes out the virus. So with me on a computer, I have like a vast anti-malware bytes and stuff all on it, just to protect myself, to stop it from getting this virus. Same way as this vaccine is supposed to be doing, right? And the reason why they tell you not to drink alcohol, or advise you not to drink alcohol, is so that way the immune system is not stripped down completely 100%, because the way you want to do it. But then again, you can actually, you in a way, you don't really have to have a vaccination. I mean, obviously, it's on the table if you want it to protect yourself even more. but you could do it naturally by drinking vitamin C stuff like orange juice, orange squash. You could eat more healthier to build your immune system up. Not have alcohol in your diet and stuff. Not take any drugs and stuff that are bad for you. I mean, there's a lot you could do to build up your immune system and all that to protect you from these viruses. I'll tell you what though, I mean, since lockdown, since the first lockdown, I think it was around about March or something. Um, I'll tell you what, I haven't actually caught it myself, this virus at all, and I've actually not had one virus this year, not one cold, flu, or anything this year. And neither has my mum. I've tell you what, normally each year or every year, I'm getting colds and flus all the time, but for some reason, out of the blue, not one cold, and we're like the 11th month into the year already, and we're almost like sort of outside. So it's sort of, and they do advise as well with this P visor, if you've got allergic reaction, not to have this virus vaccination and stuff in the first place. Obviously, that we need to learn more about this vaccinations, and people need to do more research into it. But I think with this Russian one, the Sputnik 5, apparently it says to become effective, it needs people to stop drinking alcohol. Well, what happens if you're an alcoholic? Obviously, they're not going to need it because it ain't going to work on them or something. If they've been drinking for 20, 30 years and every single day, I don't think that would work. I don't think that the actual vaccines would work on them theoretically, because and also then you're putting more people at risk due to this virus thing going on, and obviously we need some sort of protection. I mean, I think the best way of doing it is actually to stay indoors and have another lockdown and get rid of it. This virus in the first place, it actually needs a host. And if it doesn't have a host within a certain amount of time, I think within the 72 hours, I think what they should do is shut down the country down for another 9 months completely. Just freeze everything, all the money, all the water, all the gas, all the electric, all the everything. Just freeze it, and then just let it die off on its own. I'd say probably 6 months at the most. But what really concerns me is if people will keep drinking alcohol and they're doing it during the vaccinations, that's going to make it 10 times worse. Because, and then this vaccination ain't going to work due to the fact that your immune system has already been stripped down to the bare minimum, to the bare bones. And I'm not a scientist. I don't say I'm a scientist. I don't say I'm like sort of a doctor or anything. But obviously, I know what the immune system is. It protects the body from catching viruses. But what happens if that immunity or the immunity of your human body, which is protecting you, is stripped away, and you can't protect yourself from that like virus or the vaccinations? Because obviously, what they're putting into your body is a virus, a little minimum amount of a virus inside your body. But if they're putting a virus into your body, obviously at some point, if you're an alcoholic or a drinker or a heavy drinker or whatever it is, this is going to have detrimental bad on your health. It's going to be really bad for your health due to the fact that your immune system is there for a reason. It's like when people have this like chemotherapy or radiotherapy, and because of the radiation from people having cancer treatments, it strips down your immunity and all that. Your whole immune system just goes. It's exactly like with the alcohol. You put that alcohol into your body, you're more likely to strip down your immunity and stuff, that protection which is protecting you in the first place. So we've got to do more testing, I think, on these vaccinations. But I'm not trusting anything at the moment. I'm just going to see how it all affects everybody else in there, on the planet, on the world, and see how which ones are more effective, which ones are not. I think this P virus is like 95% effective and all that. which is good, but it's not great and all that, and it's not perfect. You want at least 100%. But let us know in the comments below, guys and girls, what you guys and girls think. Are you having it? Are you having it not? Or also, do you agree on the immunity of alcohol, that they should be actually getting rid of it? Or stopping people from drinking alcohol during the vaccinations? I think, in a way, how many people in the UK drink alcohol on a daily basis is like absolutely astronomical. And also, you've got Scotland, you've got Ireland, another couple places in the UK that are heavy drinkers. You ain't going to stop them from drinking alcohol. You could close all the pubs down, you can do it. The best way of doing it is actually to not have alcohol sold in supermarkets where it's easy able to catch. Because the thing is, if we're going to try and get rid of this virus, obviously, the immunity of it is that we've got to protect our immunity. Regardless if we have to stay in, locked in for the time being, or wear a mask for very much longer, because even with this vaccination itself, you're still going to need to keep yourself like sort of masked up, because we don't know if these vaccinations would still be able to give us this virus at the end of it. Like, I mean, like, if it's going to protect us or not, or if we'll still be able to get this virus even if we've got the vaccine and all that. But let us know in the comments below, guys and girls. It is, yep, the 12th of December 2020. And I'll see you on the next episode. But if there's any doctors or nurses on here, let us know in here and all that on the comments below if I'm right or wrong. But I think I'm pretty much 99.9% sure that alcohol is going to do a lot more damage whilst taking this vaccine at the same time, because you're not protected no more. Like, obviously, you're stripping away that immunity and all that, and it's not protecting you. But anyway, cheers for watching, guys and girls. Stay safe and see you on the next episode.